Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Community Remix. You might be familiar with this game, I've been playing a lot of it lately. Let's continue to do so, although I will say, I surely hope that over the next recording session or so, we get some more items that are a little bit more community remix-y. Sorry, I had my mouse on the screen, just as I was adjusting some volume stuff in the background. Because we've had a lot of runs lately that have been fine. I can't believe that actually found the secret room. We've had a lot of runs lately that have been fine, except for the fact that they haven't really contained anything that was community remix specific, which is a little bit frustrating. I think we had Sulfur show up in like one deal with the devil when I already had probably the D6 because I always play as Isaac in these episodes. Let's see if we can make it happen. One of the best things I can do in order to make that happen is actually get deals with the devil. That's been a sore spot lately. It causes some problems. And the Cellar XL is probably a little bit of a negative when it comes to getting a deal with the devil. It gives you a little bit less hope than you might otherwise have, at least until we get one Spirit Heart, because it basically means that I can't take damage. Please die. Thank you. If I take damage, I pretty much find myself not bereft of a chance to get a deal with the devil, but substantially diminished chances exist as a result. Please explode. I was kind of concerned that I might F that room up, but actually it turns out that it went fairly well. 2 keys does now allow us to open both of these item rooms that we should find. Alternatively, we could open one of these golden chests. So I'm a little scared here. That's why I'm not shooting as much. I don't want them to explode in my face here. And there we go. Maybe a Spirit Heart in here. Hey, we got super lucky. We also almost have enough money to make the shop worthwhile, which would be amazing. Again, I apologize. I'm probably going to have to cough and sputter and maybe occasionally even mute my microphone a little bit. It's still a little under the weather from PAX, but the mind is willing. The throat is just, you know, spongy and flaccid right now. Alright, 1.5 Spirit Hearts as we get to an important moment. This Duke of Flies should be a very easy fight, but I am going to use a bomb just to speed it up. And it really... Oh! I didn't even hit the spacebar. I hit like Z by accident, and that fucked up my reroll. Oh my god. Well, that is the first time for everything, even at this, you know, advanced point in my Isaac quote-unquote career. That was a terrible bomb as well. Don't get flustered. You're still in a great position here. You can still get a reroll for the deal with the devil. It's just going to require a little bit of backtracking here. Not anything is necessarily lost as a result of that weird, you know, foible where I hit the wrong key. I swear to you, I didn't hit spacebar. Is Z or X, are those mapped to the spacebar item as well? It's like how sometimes I hit like left control instead of E to put a bomb down, and I'm like, whoa, how did that happen? Please just be a good item so I don't worry so much about this reroll that I lost. Yeah, it's good enough. Maybe not the most amazing item in the game, but it's okay. You know what's weird is that I've played Isaac so much, yet if you asked me, like I asked myself to come up with the actual key that you use to place a bomb down, I had to think for a second. Just because it's like, I don't have it mapped to a key in my brain, I have it mapped to like a series of like motor neurons and stuff like that. I can't believe we've gone this far without me, you know, flubbing it up and pressing the wrong button. Maybe I did hit the spacebar. I mean, it is reasonably close to Z, X, and C. I don't think I did, though. I don't know. This is why I should have like those pro Twitch streamers do and have like a camera that's focused on my hand so you can see my gross fingernails and the fact that I need to clean my wedding band desperately. Alright, so I would say we're in a very good position to get a deal with the devil. I'm assuming that we'll get out of this without taking damage. Even if we do take a little bit of damage, we should have over a 100% chance for a deal with the devil. If my arithmetic is not mistaken. Repeating, of course. So a couple more hits here, and we will have a reroll ready for it as well, which is exciting. Give me something good. Give me Blood Oath or something along those lines. Give me something community remixy, let's put it that way. We'll probably get that squeezy. Oh, there we go, you know. That is Blood Oath. Now, I'm a little disappointed because if I had taken Squeezy just before I went in, I actually could have re-rolled this and picked up something else. But as is, I can't actually buy this, which is silly of me, but, I mean, there's really no reason not to take Squeezy, considering I was going to take Squeezy anyway, but I'm still excited by where we're at here. A little bit lower HP, which is actually a good thing when we have Spirit Hearts to back us up, because I will be able to get much greater damage as a result of Blood Oath. We got 2 tiers upgrades. This is good. We're in a very good position right now. And now if we could just actually start finding terminals here, that would be even better. Oh, that is pretty much your ideal room for the basement or cellar part 1. Tons of bombs and an extra key and an extra Spirit Heart. Alright, this is going to be an important terminal here. We have enough keys to open everything, so I'm going to open everything. I really hoped that there would be something better than Mom's Purse in there. Mom's Purse, now that we have, we're not going to take this, so we're going to reroll this, just because it's not that exciting. I will take the bomb bag. I know the reasons it's not so good, but I'll take it. And I think I'm going to take Mom's Purse as well, but I do want to explain that the reason Mom's Purse, I like it in Vanilla, but don't really like it in Community Remix, is because in Vanilla, you have to take the Polaroid with you. So basically getting Mom's Purse allows you to take one trinket. Mom's Purse in Community Remix a little bit less useful because, at least in my opinion, because you're already not going to be taking the Polaroid, which means most of the time you only get one good or great trinket over the course of a run anyway, so, you know, rarely will you need two. That being said, if we can get, like, you know, Cancer and Pinky Eye or something like that, I'll be super stoked to have Mom's Purse here. Or if we get, like, Curved Horn or something like that. There's a lot of possible outcomes here, so that's why I didn't want to reroll that. I mean, that and the fact that we're going to come across one more item room and probably won't have another reroll, although it's looking like it might be a little bit 50-50 there. And an extra key is quite nice. Let's see what we've got in here. It is Sad Onion. Sad Onion's worth picking up in my mind. Our rate of fire is going to be through the roof, which is a really nice thing to have happen on the first floor. We're going to go through with this room, and we're going to go to the curse room as well. I don't think I'll open that golden chest unless something, you know, unless we get a ton of key drops, basically. Let's see if we can get something from this. Enough money to pretty much, I wouldn't necessarily say guarantee, but make us confident that the next shop will be worthwhile. In our curse room, we have Guppy's tail. Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth on that one. I think we'll take Guppy's tail. We don't have a lot of keys, and that sucks, but it does give us the chance to become Guppy. And incentivizing those Guppy items is kind of nice now because, you know, 9 lives takes away HP, which gives us a huge damage bonus as a result of Blood Oath. Guppy's Paw replaces our Red Hearts with Spirit Hearts, gives us a huge damage bonus thanks to Blood Oath. So, worst case scenario, we pick up Guppy's tail and we get a bunch of golden chests we can't open. Best case scenario, we become Guppy with pure Spirit Hearts and the game is ours, Trebek. Now, 2 Red Hearts, 3.5 Spirit Hearts should pretty much guarantee me a deal with the devil on the next floor. It's Curse of the Lost, which means it's a little bit of a larger floor. And ideally, I would make the shop work for me on this one. So until we get another key... Oh, that's almost enough money there, too. Until we get another key, I'll be ignoring the item room, even if I find it first, even though we have rerolls ready, and I'll be going to the shop instead. High Priestess is a good card. Good enough to save. There is, of course, always the chance that we could bomb our way into the item room or the shop. If we could do that, well, you know, that's something we'll have to tackle at the time of, at the time when it appears. How are we gonna use this pill? Don't really want to open that either. I'm not sure how we're gonna use that pill yet. I'm not sure if we're gonna use that pill. At least not immediately. Although, actually, if its bombs are... What am I afraid of? A Tears downgrade's not that bad. We've had so many Tears upgrades. I mean, it would be nice to not have to deal with Tears downgrades, but... A health downgrade is not so bad because we have Blood Oath. Tears up, that's even better. So I'm glad I took it. And we get Dead Sea Scrolls, which is a no-brainer reroll. We should have a lot of reroll opportunities here. And HP upgrade's kind of a weird thing, isn't it? It's great, but it's also terrible. So I'm avoiding picking it up for now, just so I can take a second to, you know, do a think on here. Ideally, I would... You know what? I'm going to take it. It is going to lower our damage somewhat, but I'm so confident that we're going to get a deal with the devil here. Worst case scenario, I can trade this in for a deal with the devil item that's not great. And then we got a deal with the devil item that's not great for free. Like, if we get a Ouija board, I would be okay with it. But I think having the HP is important to some extent, so we'll go on with it. Extra key. Very lucky in our consumables game so far. Always like to call attention to that because sometimes you don't get very lucky with your consumables. And I sure as hell complain about it, so I might as well, you know, be equitable in my discussions here. 8 bombs. Alright, this is going to be an interesting moment. We should get a deal with the devil. We could High Priestess and make this super easy, but I don't necessarily think it's important to use the High Priestess card against Gertie. That could have been bad damage, actually, but again, I don't think... I'm still paranoid about getting damaged by the boss, but I don't think it affects you unless it's red heart damage. I should say I don't think it affects your devil chances. I apologize for all the discussion about, like, deal with the devil chances meta, but it's blowing my mind, man. I feel like I'm finally tapping into the next level of the Binding of Isaac meta here. Just in time for Rebirth to come out in 2 months. or so. Now, keep it moving along here. Little scary. But we're gonna get out of this without taking damage. This nub could be problematic, but he's dead. No deal with the devil? How does that even work? I almost, there are times, and this might be confirmation bias, but there are times when I almost think there's like a little bit of a spelunky thing going on where it actually tracks how much time you spend on a room, and if you spend too much time, then it's like, well, he doesn't deserve a deal with the devil. I have no proof to back that up. Again, total like observer bias. I'm gonna open this. But sometimes I feel that way. And now we're getting damage downgrades because we have HP upgrades, but these HP upgrades, we're just storing them, man. This is gravitational potential right here. We're gonna unleash it in a roller coaster of high damage and deals with the devil shortly. Plus, we're very lucky in that we've had like 4 or 5 tiers upgrades. So the damage downgrades, well, you know, still annoying, are not something that's actually gonna sink us at all. Missing page. There's no reason not to, I guess. By the way, I have made some mistakes on this floor. Definitely should not have opened that golden chest on the mob trap room until I went to the shop, just to see if maybe we could get another reroll in case the shop item is bad originally, but I guess it looks like it's not going to be too problematic because we wouldn't have had a chance to get a reroll anyway, it appears, so no big deal. Alright. This is our last guaranteed useful shop. Free compass, and an extra key I think is great. Should find our secret room with 10 bombs as well, because I want to make sure our money situation's kind of sorted for the future. And it looks like it's pretty much guaranteed to be right up here, which is good. And I'd be fine if it was just 9 cents. That would make my day easier. It's 6 cents. My favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. And that puts us in a very similar position heading down to the next floor. I'm not going to open any more golden chests. It's not necessary. Really hoping for a deal with the devil on the next floor, but hey, this floor went very, very well. Can't really complain. So we have a boss trap room and an arcade. Just wanted to go to our shop right away. I had a feeling we'd probably end up fighting Super Greed. You know what? I feel totally okay about using that. And we have a reroll pedestal right off the bat that will give us a free shop item. Now, I don't think the ladder is the shop item we want, so I'll be re-rolling that as much as possible. This might be a really good opportunity for us to get something that otherwise we might not have the chance to, just because we got that re-roll so early. More bombs. We even got a key. We must have gotten that after the Super Greed fight, and I just didn't notice. Alright, not great damage there, but that's okay. Now, the red hearts we lose in Blood Bank play don't count as a... Ooh, nice. Don't count as a deal with the devil loss. Like a loss of red hearts for the deal with the devil. I do like playing that fortune teller, especially since we have Mom's Purse. If I could snag 2 good trinkets out of that, that would be amazing. Alright, so we got a random Necronomicon for missing page there. We'll come back here, I promise you that. But for now, let's make a little bit of a move on here. Just want to see if there's anything useful in our boss trap room. If there isn't, we might re-roll that first, just so we can get our red hearts back and feel comfortable. That's useful enough. Remember, I'm basically trying to trade all these red hearts away eventually. The more we get, the harder that is, but the more free we can be in our deals with the devil. Mom's coin purse, huh? It's an interesting choice. I would rather maybe save it for another reroll, but we might not have too many left on this floor, and I would love to save some rerolls for a deal with the devil. Now, the way Blood Oath works, I'm not sure if I've ever... well, I've never looked into it, but you can just tell by the damage that my tiers are doing. It's not based on how many red heart containers you have. It's like Whore of Babylon. It's based on how many active red hearts you have. So I'm actually doing a lot of damage now because I played that blood bank. Which is why, like, an item like Guppy's Paw is myriad useful here. That's probably, like, the most incorrect use of myriad I've ever heard, but, you know, hopefully you understand I'm getting at that. It has many uses. That's how a not snobby person would maybe describe it. So I actually kind of like staying low on red hearts here, but let's explore a little bit more of the floor before we get too far ahead of ourselves. You know, we still have an item room that could be useful. We still have a shop, of course, that needs to be re-rolled. Bad damage, but we still have plenty of spirit hearts backing us up, and presumably will continue to. Should have gone in this direction first, but no big deal. Okie dokie, this will be a free tinted rock at least. Never mind. Well, it still was, but not a great deal. I think Sacrificial Dagger is totally fine in its own right. I think a bomb for 4 cents is a totally okay trade, given our situation. Probably should have placed it on the other side, but whatever. We have so many bombs that the extra money will probably be super useful when it comes to things like playing the slot machine or the fortune teller more to get better trinkets than a missing page, hopefully. Now, damage still good. Might want to fight our boss with this low amount of HP so that our damage is through the roof. If I could actually take this guy out, I'd feel a lot better about my skills. So, let's be honest, we're not going to get another reroll before the boss. It's just not going to happen. Unless there's... No, we already fought Greed. Alright, so I'm going to go to the curse room. We're going to try to sort this out. Just see if there's a Guppy item in here, because that'll change my, you know, deal with the devil preferences. It's just Spirit Hearts, but that's actually great for us. Again, if we use that reroll on the shop, we won't be able to get another reroll. Unless it's like Nun's Habit or 9-volt, we won't be able to get another reroll for the deal with the devil room here. Again, I super think that 1 bomb for 8 cents is a great trade here. Thought maybe we'd even find the secret room. We should still be able to find the secret room, just not in there. I know I could use Hanged Man, but I'm kind of saving it for like a little bit more. Like, I'm saving it for a consumable that I can't bomb to get. And we're gonna get 2nd level cube of meat here, which is totally fine by me. It's not more HP, which is at this point maybe actually kind of a good thing. And it'll fill out our suite of orbitals here, which has already been started with, you know, one of the best orbitals in my opinion, Sacrificial Dagger. Used to think it was pretty bad, but the damage that you can get from it, especially with permanent Polaroid invincibility active, is super good. And there's our deal with the devil, including a half Spirit Hearts, which I will definitely pick up. So, we have 2 items that honestly, as much as I want those Guppy items, I think I'm totally okay just taking the Mark and taking Spirit of the Night. And if the Guppy items show up, we'll pick them up, of course. But if they don't, we have set ourselves up nicely here. And we have a reroll for the shop. So we could win this run just on the back of like our damage tiers and the buff that comes to our damage from Blood Oath. Coin Purse gets rerolled into Blue Candle, which is obviously a huge disappointment for me. Coin Purse could have had some tiers upgrades in it. Hey, it could have had some health downgrades in it, which would have been great for us. Strangely enough. We're still going to deal with some unfinished business here, though. We have some plays to make. I'm okay with going down to 15 cents, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get to, you know, various shops over the remainder of the game. Or, sorry, various secret rooms over the remainder of the game. So I'm trying to earn pretty much everything here. Fly Love would be fine. Spirit Hearts would be fine. Trinkets would be fine. Crystal Ball I would at least use once. And Blood Bag would be great as well. Justice is something we'll use right away. Allows us to play this one more time. And get some more money back. So Hanged Man we might as well just pop because it's useless. Unless the D20 shows up, there's no way we're regretting it. And again, 15 cents is where I'll probably draw the line here. We'll blow these guys up first, though. Oh, what is that? Joker. That is exceptionally useful for the future. Maybe not immediately, but for now, we'll save that. So Isaac's Fork is pretty bad, but I guess we'll take it with us because we can hold 2 trinkets. The whole reason we're here is for trinkets anyway. I don't even know why I'm playing the 3 Skull Monty, except that it can give me red hearts more often so that I can play the Blood Bank. Mind you, the Fortune Teller can do that sometimes too. Empress. Empress is a good card, but Joker's better for us right now. And 2 more plays. Nothing on that one. And it doesn't appear like we're going to get anything on this one either. Oh, well, we got some bombs. Alright. Let's blow up the 3 Skull Monty first. We got a pill. Tears down. That's not so bad. I mean, it's the worst pill we could technically get probably at this point, but it's still not so bad. I'm not going to blow up the Fortune Teller, or the Blood Bank. I already blew up the Fortune Teller. Secret rooms. 1 here. No? Alright, 1 here then. Yeah. I had a feeling we might see something like this. Maybe the second secret room's down here. I doubt it. And we got Matchstick, which I think is better than both of our trinkets. We'll roll with a missing page, though, just because Isaac's Fork can screw you a little bit. Alright, this floor could have been better, but I can't complain too hard about the crazy damage that we're going to have. The obvious negative is our Spirit Heart situation. We're getting carried entirely by Spirit Hearts, yet we have no way to actually generate them ourselves. Oh well. And the question is, how do we want to use this Joker card? Because we might not want to, like, we might not want to pop it immediately. Because I won't have the HP necessary to take 2 deals, which is what we would need to become Guppy. Our damage is really, really crazy right now. Like, two-shotting those fistula parts is pretty nice. We've had stronger damage, no doubt about it. But this is certainly very good for where we're at in the game. So I think we'll maybe just fight our boss first. And we'll see. I'm scratching my head here. You might actually be able to hear audible head-scratching noises. So we're in a bit of a no man's land here. And we're gonna have 3rd level Meat Boy, which, you know, is what it is, for better or for worse. Should be easy enough to beat War. Our damage is good. We have Spirit of the Night, which is like the ultimate anti-war item. We can just hide out over rocks when he chases us down. And our speed is like the same as it's always been, so I don't think we're gonna run into too much trouble there. Yeah, that's the only attack we really have to watch out for. And now there are some rocks remaining, so as long as we just stay as far away as we possibly can, this should be super easy, and it's done. Alright, so there's 3rd level Meat Boy. Krampus? It is Krampus. I had a feeling it might be Krampus. If I had a Nun's Habit, I would be really tempted to start the reroll train on Krampus here. The reason being... Oh, that was such a bad dodge. Very indecisive. The reason being that I could reroll Lump of Coal, and then if it was bad on the reroll, I could reroll it again. Just by bombing myself a couple of times. Or walking into some fire or something. Now, the other kind of cutesy play we could do here if we want to... Let's assume we're not going to take Lump of Coal. We could re-roll it, and then if it's bad, we could Joker card back in here and re-roll it later. Or we could just take it. And it's a pretty good item. But I like our sneaky plan. So I re-rolled it, it became 9 lives. That's pretty much exactly what we wanted. It might not actually end up benefiting us more than Lump of Coal, but it might end up allowing us to become Guppy. So I'd say that worked out nicely, but you know it takes a lot for me to reroll Lump of Coal. I don't like rerolling Lump of Coal. It's a guaranteed item that's an objective upgrade. I don't like rerolling it, but I did it. And in this case, it worked out. So I'm trying to get a reroll and then go into that curse room, just to see if maybe that would give us our 3rd Guppy item. I'd love to try the other transformations. We do have the mark, so if Loki's horns showed up, we could turn into Loki very easily. Well, like, literally instantly. Loki's horn's kind of a rare item. I'm not sure if it's special, it just doesn't seem to show up all that often. Whereas 9 lives shows up all the damn time, which I think is why the transformation to become Guppy is way easier than the transformation to become Tammy. I don't want to open that just yet. We'll make our way back to this curse room. If Guppy's paw is in there, I mean, we don't have a lot of HP to work with it, but it would still be very nice. And it would make me feel... You might say, like, why would you be excited for that considering you already spent 2 hearts on the ability to fly? Well, I can at least feel happy that spending those 2 hearts on Spirit of the Night gave us extra damage temporarily with Blood Oath. Not a big fan of that. Reasonably big fan of that. So all is not lost, even though that curse room doesn't have the Deal with the Devil item in it. We have the Joker card, which we can use on the next floor. We probably would use it on the Depths 2 or Necropolis 2, because there's no point in saving it for the womb, because we could get a Deal with the Devil on the womb anyway, unless it's an XL floor. But if it's an XL floor, a Deal with the Devil on that floor doesn't exist anyway. So really the best choice for us here is to use it on the next floor. Oh, it's a little scary. And actually get a Deal with the Devil that maybe we can use. Make sure we have a reroll ready. Another blood bank. It's interesting, but oh, it's gonna explode anyway. Well, let me try to kick it out of the way. There we go. And now we can do this. So maybe we can get the blood bag this way. At the very least, we'll get a little money out of it. Get to play it a lot on one Book of Shadows play. Yeah, that's fine. We got to back up to 32 cents. That'll allow us to play that Fortune Teller a little bit more. And we got the poop as our other item, which is, you know, not very exciting for me, but maybe exciting for some of you out there. Alright. Skeleton key would be great. Pretty unlikely for it to show up. Maybe impossible. Come on, shop. Just work with me here. We've already gotten the compass. I appreciate that a great deal. But if you could give me Nun's Habit, it would mean a lot to me. What do we have in here? We have a portable slot. Portable slot is not very good. That tinted rock was very, very good. You know what? I'm going to buy that red heart. Just so that I conveniently can play the blood bank one more time. Probably won't get my money back, but that doesn't matter that much. And might earn a full HP upgrade. So it looks like we won't be taking anything from our item room or shop here, but we got 9 lives. We got some spirit hearts. I consider this floor still a mild success. We should look for our secret room as well. With 15 bombs, it's not that much of a tall order, I would say. Alright, thank you for that, Necronomicon. So let's see. Oh, wow. Easy find. And we get the unicorn horn, which I think it's totally worth 1 extra bomb to come down here and go through this again. Might get lucky. Last play. Alright, well, we certainly made a lot of money off of that blood bank. It didn't work out entirely in our favor, but that's... Whoa, never mind. It did pay out. If only that bomb had worked out a little bit better, it would have been even better, but 1 extra bomb for that situation seems totally okay by me. We picked up an extra half Spirit Heart and an Eternal Heart in the process there, so we got our HP upgrade, whether we thought we would or not. I'm not going to look for a second secret room. I think it's kind of unnecessary at this point, but farming for some better trinkets would be great. Really, even just 1 good trinket would be... What the heck is this? Soul Penny. Pick up a penny, it gives you a chance to get spirit hearts? Soul hearts? Whatever they're actually called in the game. That sounds... Yeah, okay, that sounds so overpowered. I'm assuming that it has a drop rate that's a little bit lower than, like, Bloody Penny. But holy crap, if this is actually even close to as payoutable as Bloody Penny is, this is, like, maybe the best spirit heart item in the game, just theory crafting right now. Especially when you can go to secret rooms as easily as we can. Liberty Cap? I don't know if it's better than the matchstick. They're very close in my opinion. Some people might disagree. There's some obvious benefits from Liberty Cap, but I kind of like having a higher bomb spawn rate as well. We've been using bombs pretty frequently, so maybe I'll just stick with what we've got. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So we have gotten some interesting community remixy type stuff here, which I am excited about. Let's Joker card out, and that's Sulfur and Rage, neither of which I think are that good. Guppy's head for 1 heart. Yes, please. We did it. Oh, hey, careful now. There we go. We become Guppy. And this is our ideal situation. This is exactly what was, like, theory crafted as the best situation we could be in. The only thing that's different is that we do still have 1 red heart. If I could get into permanent, let's see how this Soul Penny works. Nah. I assume it works. Maybe we just got lucky finding it on, like, the very first one. The very first penny that we picked up. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself here. If only we can get rid of this last remaining heart, that would be great. We had the broken syringe on the last one. I don't consider it very good. I would rather have Soul Penny and the matchstick. Yeah. Is this our boss room right down here? Well, we might as well open that up, even though we've got some effed up reroll situations going on here. At this point, I'm not too concerned about min-maxing because our limited amount of min-maxing has already worked out so fantastically for us. So we are going to try to go to the shop. We're going to try to go to the item room. Shop's a little bit higher priority because we know that there's no greed in there. There's a mini-boss elsewhere. Could be the secret room. But really, I'm just psyched to be in a position where we have Blood Oath, low health, and Guppy. That is pretty much exactly where we want to be. Yeah, we can play you a little bit. Not as much as I might like, but we can definitely play you a little bit. Okay, so what could stop us now? That's a very good question. Not being able to get into the into that room is a little annoying. Where did my Eternal Heart go? I didn't lose it, did I? I'm very confused now. I thought I had an Eternal Heart coming down into this floor. Maybe Soul Penny makes it so Eternal Hearts don't work anymore? That's the balance? I have no idea. Or maybe that was part of the curse or something. So I used the Lover's card inefficiently there to try to get Demon Judgment to pay out a little bit faster. Not too concerned about it. Let's be honest, even if we don't go to the item room or the shop on this floor, we're in a fantastic position moving forward. And probably don't run much risk of losing anyway. But getting that key means a lot. Before we... You know what, we're not going to get another reroll anyway. We might as well just clear this out. Pop the death card because it's bad and get something else. Might end up rerolling Bob's Rotten Head. Oh, you know what, we probably could have gotten 1 last reroll. That is a little bit of a miscalculation on my part. I didn't see that room over next to the arcade. Which could maybe not have enemies in it, but odds are it probably does. And okay, well I made a mistake. Let's just get that out of the way. I went to the item room instead of the shop. But the item room had Mom's contact in it, so Kind of feel like I'm a little bit vindicated in that. Let's start gambling on our arcade a little bit, because I really just want to earn 1 key now to be able to open that shop, especially with the reroll active. Sure, why don't you try it too? Nothing, huh? That's okay. Good, it is a fortune teller, which is actually amazing, because we can get a better trinket to maybe replace the matchstick with. But for now, let's just keep playing like this. Mom's Contact, I'm excited to see in action here. Blue Baby Soul is not worth it, in my opinion. The stars, I mean, we don't have another card backing us up, but we've already been to the deal with the devil after the mom fight. I suppose we could use the stars to try to get back to it. It really makes me feel that I probably should not have opened the item room instead of the shop, but it is hard to complain about the fact that, oh, it's going to be a clusterfuck. Oh, we have another Joker card, Jesus. We can go back and reroll the deal with the devil now if we want to. What was it? It would kill me if I took it, though. It seems a little scary. Well, okay. Let's be smart here. Soul Penny and Matchstick is fine, especially when it gives us Spirit Hearts from the pennies that we get from the Blood Bank. Let's just stick to the Joker card for now. Not worry too much about any other stuff going on. I would love more money payouts. Crystal Ball is fine. It gives us a reroll target at least. The moon takes us to the secret room, which we've not already been to, actually. Let's go to there, and let's see how Soul Penny works for us here. 1.5 Spirit Hearts, pretty good. I'm starting to think that maybe I'll just leave this floor, and the reason I say that is just because it's getting a little complicated in that arcade. I would love to keep the Joker card with us, but there's just an amalgam of clusterfuck stuff going on down here. And we might as well reroll this, because this and Bob's Rotten Head have basically the same value. It became 10 extra bombs. That's fine. You know, I know we're leaving here without experiencing everything this floor has to offer, but at the same time, I'm pretty confident that I could lose Soul Penny here, and that would be disappointing. This Joker card could be valuable for us on the next floor, maybe. But for now, what I really would like to get is the Polaroid. And if only I could somehow get to a half-heart interval as well. I probably should have taken a half-heart interval in if I really wanted the Polaroid, because that would guarantee us that invincibility, at least until I picked up a red heart like an idiot, which is guaranteed to happen. And this should be over. It's now over. Okay, so we did get the Polaroid. Let's head down to the next floor. I have no idea how I'm going to use this Joker card. At least we can see where we're going. I'm not going to play the fortune tellers anymore. We've done enough there, I'd say. This run is basically won, and it's won in kind of a cool fashion. Like, this is basically just me using Blood Oath. I still don't really... so Common Cold gives you, like, a slow effect, maybe damage over time as well. Like, it gives you Spider Butt for 1 room or something. It really exemplifies how important or how amazing Blood Oath can be, especially when combined with a bunch of other tiers and damage upgrades. Of course, yes, it also exemplifies how useful Guppy can be. In fact, one might even say how overpowered Guppy can be in the right circumstances. So remember, our Joker card does nothing for us here. We might be able to get something out of the Joker card on the Cathedral, though. I'm not sure if we can on Shoal, but you can usually get a deal with the devil on the Cathedral. Just be a little cautious here. I'm pretty confident I've used a deal with the devil on the Cathedral before. Maybe we will go to the Cathedral instead of going to Shoal. Not that I even really care about getting 1 extra deal with the devil. Oh my god, this Mom's Contact combined with everything else you got going on is just, you know, Mom's comical right now. Please, get frozen. There we go, then the flies can do their dirty work. And you're not dead yet. I'm always amazed by how much HP that has sometimes. So we actually get up all the way to a 4th level cube of meat now. I believe. Is it? It looks like 3rd level cube of meat. I haven't been paying close enough attention. This is going to be a very, very simple... Wow, Meat Boy was like, get the fuck out of here, bomb. These guys are for me. We're already pretty much in permanent bomb throwing state. And it's pretty much over already. So I have no idea how to make the Cathedral worthwhile here, but we are going to go to that instead of Shoal, simply because the Joker card, I think, works, and it does. Would it kill me to pick up the Pact? I think it might. I don't know what I was thinking with, like, a reroll there, but yeah. I was hoping there would be items that would cost Spirit Hearts. Like, if we could get Guppy's Paw for 3 Spirit Hearts, would that even matter? I guess not. That would be, like, a total wash. Well, the good thing is we have picked up one extra key. That at least allows us to open one thing on the chest. Not that that is probably going to be a pressing concern. I like the soul penny because it means that I'm still incentivized to pick up money even this late in the game, which normally is not a thing. Alright, so if we can just get him frozen. Man, the amount of damage you can deal to a frozen enemy with, you know, a walking meat boy. I'm deliberately avoiding putting myself on the spot to see which level he is, and flies and mom's contact and super crazy good blood oath. That's why I'm actually going to try to get meat boy to aggro, because as long as the freeze comes out almost every single time, we won't have to worry about many shots coming in anyway. So we're just going to melt Isaac. He's pretty much not going to have any chance at all. And it's one of the rare cases where I think that Satan might have actually been a more difficult boss fight. You know, a little bit harder to CC when there's only one unit there. Or, I forgot what I was even saying. That's okay, though. Still a little ill, in case you hadn't noticed. Under the weather. Blame it on the Robitussin DM. So I did take homing bombs. At this point, it's more like, you know, why not? We're probably not even going to use bombs on this entire floor, if I had to guess. But if we do, now they will home, and we have 5 more of them. The moon. Prefer not to take risks like that when we get this late in the game on the chest, because sometimes the chest can, like, leave you trapped in a room. Hopefully that's something that is a little bit less worrying in Rebirth. I don't know why I stood there and just took that. That was a bit of bad damage. And Gertie. Let's see how fast we can kill Gertie, because we did fight Gertie earlier when we were relatively strong. I thought, you know, maybe we'd be able to do even better. Weirdly enough, I'm actually, like, a little underwhelmed with our damage. It's our DPS that is really doing great for us here. There's a slight distinction, you know, damage being damage per shot, DPS being your tiers as a whole. Oh, good, we got Skeleton Key. That's actually, like, I mean, I wish it showed up earlier, but it's hard to complain about a run like this, isn't it? So D12 does not allow you to reroll the final bosses, as we unfortunately saw. I think that would have been super cool, though, if it actually did. Abel, Halo, Razorblade, or Blood Rights. Halo's really good. Abel's not very good. Why don't we just take the D12 into the boss fight, see if it works. I don't believe that it will. I think we've tried this many times, but it's not like the D6 is going to benefit us that much more. Yeah, there's a couple items left that I didn't reroll. Whatever. So this is one of the weird situations where we should probably kill Greed last, because it gives us the best chance of getting Spirit Hearts via the Soul Penny, which seems like a great choice to me. Yeah, there's 1.5, 2 full Spirit Hearts. Wow, this really changes the way you play the game. In a weird way, I hope Soul Penny's rare, let's just put it that way, because it seems super powerful. Like a secret room all of a sudden could be worth like 2 Spirit Hearts, which is actually really, really powerful. Especially when you get into the late game where it's hard to get Spirit Hearts elsewhere. Sometimes, I guess. And Monstrous Tooth. Whatever. Alright, Blue Baby, let's do this. Alright, Blue Baby, let's do this. You know, maybe D12 does work, and we just had unfortunate kind of bad luck getting exactly the same boss twice in a row. So our damage is going to be slightly minimized by the fact that I did pick up that all stats upgrade. Weird situation to be in, but I believe that the damage from the extra HP, the damage reduction from the extra HP, I should say, probably cost us more than the actual damage we gained from the damage upgrade inherent in the item itself. Very strange. Still an easy win. Blood Oath OP. Soul Penny OP. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.